Welcome to episode 312 of the Sndpodcast show. Our Super Bowl preview show is now here.
It's
And-
finally here, boys.
Bittersweet.
And did we all decide what color Gatorade we're gambling on this week?
Okay,
I haven't thought
we're
that
gonna
far.
we're gonna start off with this because I have some issues.
Hold on, so
I've
I
been
just
loo-
wanted to bring this up real quick. So I wanted to make sure everybody knows that Vin came the closest because at least he had the Rams in the NFC Championship game.
Did I?
What-
Back,
What was mine?
Let's
Packers,
see.
Bucks, Chiefs, Browns.
Way to go, Vin.
All right, so we both
So we had one team total.
we each had one team.
No, you're the only one who had
Oh.
a team that's in the Super Bowl.
Oh, in the Super Bowl, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying you guys had
We had,
you both had the Chiefs in the championship game, which is what happened.
right. Yeah, we had that.
Obviously, no one had the.
No one
Packers
had
or
any of the
Bills.
Super Bowl teams.
Obviously, no one had the Bengals.
Did we even have the Bengals making the playoffs?
No, of course not.
No. Browns, Ravens, Steelers. Yeah.
Chargers. If
Fucking Herbert, unbelievable. Douche.
okay, back to what you
Speaking
were
of
saying.
speaking into the Gatorade, why can't I bet on the length of the national anthem on FanDuel?
You can't bet on anything on FanDuel.
It's nothing's there.
There's nothing there prop wise, but there is a pretty good booster that
I
came
saw.
out.
Yeah, I saw the prop. I did see heads and tails.
I saw coin tossing props. Yes, I personally liked, and I was interested in the boost that came out.
Yeah, I
Each
saw that.
quarterback has one touchdown pass per half,
Sure.
which
Yeah.
which I would take it. Which I'm definitely going to end up taking the chance on.
Don't make sure you do it before tonight because it's only tonight.
No, it has to be in tonight,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's only boosted tonight.
so I'll go do it right now. Jeez,
Oh,
Hey,
just
I'm
saying.
just telling you. You don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
God.
Yeah. God, panties.
What about?
Well, I was gonna bet.
speaking
I
of
was gonna.
panties,
I'm trying to find where could I bet on.
I need to
Where
hear
James
where
Harden's
Danny
gonna
was
be
going with
playing.
speaking of panties, to be completely honest.
I kind of
Did
want
you guys
to.
see the Adidas ad today?
No.
All
There was
right.
an Adidas.
Don't
ad?
show it on the thing, Steve, but go
Oh,
to Twitter
You
and
stop that, Daniel. I can show it if I want to.
no,
Adidas
you
is
really
trending.
can't.
Oh boy.
Edith, Twitter.
It's on their regular Twitter account?
Yeah,
Oh, the boobies.
Oh yeah. Okay, I did see that.
Nyeh.
wild
I don't know what it was for, but I did see it.
bras.
Okay.
Apparently, all shapes and sizes. Way to
Good for
go,
them.
Adidas.
By the way, if you max out on this bet for $50, you win $225. The payout's $225.
I mean, I don't know. I
It doesn't
think
sound- I don't know.
I wouldn't go crazy on this bet. I don't know.
I
I
think
could definitely see it happening, but
they're both passing teams. Cooper Cup is locked in for a touchdown.
So is
I don't know about
Odell,
that.
but
Probably Odell also. I think it depends on, does Burrow try and force the ball to Chase, or does he?
it's gonna be a Higgins game.
It's going to be a Higgins and what's their third guy? They have a third guy,
And
Tyler
Boyd.
Boyd.
Boyd, and
But
their
even-
tight end's pretty good too. And mixing out of the backfield isn't terrible.
Even in the championship
Yeah.
game, it was a Higgins game, but Chase still got a touchdown.
Yeah, but the Chiefs don't have a Ramsey though.
They don't. You're right.
Listen, that's the guy who gave up Tom Brady's last ever touchdown.
He
That's
did.
true.
So
Very
he's a
true.
bum.
And Mike
He's clearly
Evans
a
threw
bum.
it in the stands once again for not
Fucking
realizing.
Mike Evans. I mean, he
This
has no
guy's
situational
throwing away
awareness.
more
Stop
Brady
throwing
touchdowns
balls in
than
the
Brady's
end
thrown
zone.
in his career.
Just keep the fucking ball,
Tom
asshole.
Brady's gonna need.
Well, it
more
doesn't matter
big plays.
anyway. It took 4.5 days of him announcing retirement to start the rumors of you can never say never to him coming back next year.
Right.
So
Yeah, he doesn't know how to do that. You got to wait till like somebody
July.
gets hurt week 3.
No, you
start
got to wait
those
till
games.
July. If you're gonna do the Favre
Or
thing, you wait till
camp. At
July.
least there has to be players doing things on.
Listen, is he gonna do a
camp-wise.
Favre? Is he gonna pull a Favre, retire
No.
from the Bucks,
He's too
retire from the
smart.
Bucks,
for
and go to the Jets and just dominate New England?
He's too smart for that. But no,
Is he
I
though?
see. I do want to bring this up about Brady because there was a lot of like Patriot fans being upset he didn't say anything about them in the
Yeah,
post.
that was silly.
And then, but no, they're 100% right.
Are they though?
Danny, you're telling me tomorrow?
Yeah, you're right. I would be
2 years ago, Eli retires.
No, you're
after-
right. I would be
after he
mad,
left
but
for a year.
but-
You wouldn't be flipping out.
in context, when he did leave, he did put a note out.
I don't care.
So did I
Not
send you
a
guys
s-
also the
there's-
TikTok?
There's a difference between
Yeah.
favoring one thing and thanking everybody on the planet,
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. But
and
something
also
was
the
obvious enough.
picture you posted with the post was the game you beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
I would be
Yeah,
annoyed.
that is.
I would be because, and the reason I'm saying
But
this
with
is
someone
there's
like Tom Brady,
there's 1,000%
with-
chance this is going to happen
but
in
with
2 years.
someone with Tom Brady, I would just suck it up and be like, all right, it is what it is.
So, but does the amount of
Well, of
winning-
course, Snacks is with Vin here.
Of course he is. Snacks is irrational about everything. That's why I love him. What does the amount of winning matter? That's my
gonna leave
my
this year.
one question. The reason I'm saying this is because when Rodgers goes to Denver for 2 years and then retires and does this, I'm gonna feel this exact same way. But does one Super Bowl matter between like the difference with 6? Like, do I have to suck it up because he gave me one Super Bowl?
Yes.
Nah,
I mean, when he gives Denver 2 in the next 2 years, you're gonna
But
be
that's
really
what I'm
pissed
saying.
off.
Like, I get a lot of it is trolling because we've been waiting to troll Patriot fans for 15, 20 years. But
I
they
think
were
with Patriot
1,000%
fans,
right about this.
I think
So
Patriot
here's a
fans are. Go ahead, Vin. Steve.
So, according to this TikTok that I sent you guys the other day, it is proof that Tom Brady is the Brian Flores go mess with the guy on a current team thing from the Miami Dolphins. Because apparently he was ready to sign with the Dolphins.
Right.
And the Dolphins were like, no, we want Tua. We're going to keep Tua. And
No, it
he
was-
apparently
Well, it
Brady
was
said
more
on like
Ryan
Barber.
Fitzpatrick.
It was
Right.
Fitzpatrick.
Oh, yeah, it was
still.
Fitzpatrick at the time.
Yeah.
Apparently he said on that LeBron James barbershop show, you're really going to stick with this fucking guy?
Yeah. Well, that's been out for a while. He said that like
Yeah, that was
year ago.
that was the same
But
year
also-
he.
Also, shout out Joey Burrow, already winning his first award of the week. He is the Nickelodeon Valuable Player of the Year.
of the year.
Mhm.
Oh, good for him. Yeah,
And also, real quick, Snacks, who's the hidden gem on AEW tonight?
so yeah,
Go on.
like I said, I know we've been waiting to troll Patriot fans forever.
But it's also, and I'm waiting for Snacks to flip out on me on this one. It's a little Yankee-ish, Yankee fanish too. If you really want to get really carried away,
Wow. I mean, if Jeter left and went to like, Miami.
like Keith McPherson the other night on WFN, he was so bored. He's like, the Mets are stealing Old Timers Day from the Yankees, and that sparked a big what to do.
Stealing old timers.
Is Matt Harvey going to be at Old Timers Day after what happened?
Can we
this
not?
week?
Can we not talk about that right now?
Yeah, probably not. He'll be in
Okay.
another orange.
Does
jumpsuit.
he get? Do you get jail for that?
How can you prove
I don't
it?
know, but
Because he got those from the team, I would assume. I don't think Matt Harvey's a drug dealer.
That,
I hope
I
not.
mean, he's been making minimum wage in the Major League Baseball for a while now. So
I would take that
That
minimal
was
wage.
such a-
I mean, so would a normal person. But you remember the Matt Harvey we know and love.
That was the biggest shame that I never got to hang up that autograph, like with like
I have
pride.
mine, I think I put it in my closet, right, Finn? I think that was one of the ones we found. I put in the closet, and I was like, he's
Maybe.
gonna make a comeback one day, and now I'm gonna have to sell it on the
I
black
was
market.
looking back when that came up about him, because I was trying to remember what the context was that he went to the Yankee game. I feel like I'd be a lot more annoyed about that.
You were
today.
probably pissed when he went
in
to
20.
the Yankees.
It was 2014.
Matt Harvey went to the Yankee game.
He was out for the season because he had the
Right.
Tommy John in 2013. At the
But
end,
he didn't
of
wear
2013.
anything. You
No,
just
he
went
went
as a
to
normal
he went to
person.
Jeter's last game. That's
He
what
was
he
at
did.
remember-
Jeter. Okay.
Beningo went nuts.
And guess what?
By the way, that is the Larry Darnell game. If for those that don't remember,
Yes, and also it was the perfect ending to a career. Like you
Right.
can't write that script any better
Yep.
than
Jeter
the
game.
typical Derek Jeter
Right.
opposite field base hit to score a run from second. Like
Right.
that's just your
But
prototypical. But
I-
still, again with the Harvey thing, I don't have an issue with him going to that
I
game.
remember defending him for it at the time. I think I'd be annoyed right now. I don't know why.
yeah, I was gonna say the way
honestly,
you came at it for Brady, you definitely would have gotten annoyed about.
That's
it.
the thing.
feel-
At the time, I remember because at the time it was being lumped in with all the other nonsense that Harvey would
Right.
just going to Ranger games.
He
And I was like,
farted
who
and
gives a
he
shit?
got in trouble.
Right, exactly. He got shit for everything.
the guy literally missed a start because he couldn't figure out how to pee correctly after drinking, and everybody bugged out.
No, well, he missed the there. That's two things. He obviously made it worse because
The biggest Matt Harvey mess up, well, the two things was him not showing up to practice. Was it the World Series or the NLCS?
it was the World Series.
It was the World Series.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the World Series.
The workout. That wasn't. No, it couldn't have been because he's the game one starter. So it would have had to been the DS or the CS.
I think he was the game one starter in the CS anyway.
Mandatory October. It was pre-playoff.
Oh, it was pre everything.
So
Okay.
DS. Okay.
But he
Yeah,
did.
Pre-playoff because Matt Harvey misses mandatory
he pitched
workout.
game one.
Was boozing night before. Has a few different stories.
Right. No, he didn't. Jake started game one
about
of the
teammates
DS.
Tuesday when he missed the mandatory pre-playoff workout hours
Okay.
after starts down a couple cocktails.
I was
or
saying
something.
World Series though, Vin. He
Right.
started game one of the World Series.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Because I don't know
Right,
why.
Cespedes didn't know that he started game one of the World Series, but
Why did he start game one of the World Series though? Because everybody pitched normally in the CS and they had time off.
I think the way they were setting it up, because remember it was 2-3-2, so they
Yeah.
wanted to set it up so Jake was pitching at home,
We
I
were
think, or
also-
Noah was at home.
Do you remember
No.
that was the whole thing that Noah couldn't pitch on the road? That whole season he stunk on the road.
That's what it was. They wanted
Yeah.
Noah at home. They wanted Noah for game 3.
Yeah.
But
But still,
Which we got.
Jake was
'cause-
pitching game ones the first. He pitched game one the
what,
first time.
what they were
Right. He
the
pitched
mindset
game one
was,
and 5.
Right, and then he couldn't pitch because he could pitch game 5.
I think the
the
mindset was that what they wanted was game 1 can
I
go
love
either
how
way.
we're talking about the 2015 Hottest Super Bowl preview.
So if I could recall, and this is going to be my logic behind it, okay?
Negative watches now.
We're definitely gonna lose snacks in about 30 seconds.
My reasoning for it was Harvey game 1, no matter what happens, you have your ace for game 2. Try and split
Right.
on the road if you
I
lose game
guess.
1.
That
then you
might have
get-
been the last time no joke, that might have been the last time Jacob DeGrom was human.
Yeah, because he lost that game. He gave up like 4
He got
runs.
rocked.
It wasn't. From
He
what I
got
remember,
rocked.
he got rocked, but he got rocked in like the 5th inning. Like they were up 1-0 in the 5th inning, and then he gave up like 4 runs.
And then
in
that
that
one
inning.
random start that Terry Collins took him out early.
That was
and
in Texas.
had
Yeah.
him. And then he legit.
So that's when
has
it
been
was.
in
Because 2017, that was the.
They were
start
up
of Texas.
1-0 going into the bottom of the 5th inning,
Yeah,
And
and
then
then
those-
he blew it.
and he got lit up.
Nats,
in
man.
the
Those guys were nuts.
Fucking Royals, unbelievable. Anyway, lot
To this
moves in
day, I
utility.
think that okay. Quick list.
We
I
did that.
think-
Fun
Don't
fact.
you want
Fun
to hear
fact.
us bitch about this though? Stan?
Fun fact. Vince, stop hiding it. I'm trying to show it. Fun facts Nax will enjoy. I've been to 2 Game 5 of the World Series in my lifetime. One at Shea, one at Citi Field.
Did you stay at both, or you left?
The Yankee one, yes. We watched Piazza hit the ball, and everyone thought it was gone.
Right.
And then once they took the lead, because we were in the upper decks at the World Series, so once they
Yeah.
took the lead in the extra innings, that's when we
Because they were.
got to
it
No,
ended
that's what
like-
I'm saying. Were you
yeah.
there for the ceremony?
No.
No.
Well, the
'Cause it
Yankee one,
ended-
yes, because the Yankee one we saw the Piazza hit.
Right.
We saw
It
the
ended
Piazza hit.
7-2. They scored like 5 runs. in
Yeah,
the
no,
end.
they jumped all over him.
Right. Yeah.
Or
no.
what's his face? Tom Verducci ambushed. See,
Yeah. We left right after they scored a couple of runs. We're like, there's no way our offense is not
No,
playing at all.
they weren't going to score anything against that.
no.
But
And
Wilmer
their
Flores
closer that
finally
year
went.
was lights out too, if I remember. Who was
Wade
their
Davis,
guy?
yeah, it was like
Wade Davis
inhuman.
hasn't done shit since.
No, he kind of his arm fell off after that. But it was like there was
So did
2-3
our
years
closer
there.
that postseason.
That whole season.
He'll be at
No,
all
the
timers
year
day.
after he had 50 saves, so I wouldn't say
He was in the middle of the save streak.
He'll be at all timers day when nobody signs him. Don't worry, Vin.
He's going to be on the team again this year.
No, he's 100%.
First off, they're canceling baseball as of tomorrow, so it doesn't matter who's on the team because they're gonna have to have all timers day just to get people to come to the stadium this summer.
Did you know this is weird? And I think we talked about this. Minor league baseball is still going to be played.
Yeah,
I had no
Scam.
idea that was happening. Like Yankees are showing up to camp. Minor league
Yeah,
Yankees are
because
showing
it's
up to camp.
separate. It's two separate
yeah.
things. So
Dominguez. They showed Dominguez and the other top prospects.
we just go to Cyclone games. That's it.
basically.
Ducks.
Ducks.
Vin,
Quack,
we're going to
quack,
Duck
quack.
games. We're gonna go to Duck games and we're gonna sit there and talk about how great Jacob DeGrom was in 2015 when he starts for the Connecticut.
Steven,
Bobcats.
what was the announcement from the Ducks?
Oh, none of us looked. Neither of us looked.
Hold on, I got it. Danny, the Ducks tweeted out there's going to be a big announcement.
What? Oh, what's Cracker Jack's gonna have a girlfriend?
He might. I don't
This
know.
is
Let's
Mrs.
see.
Cracker Jack. Is it Nick Barreto's birthday? Is that what it was?
I can firmly say the last time I was at a Long Island Ducks game, I met Mick Foley, so that was cool. I think that will be the first.
I think Mick Foley lives at Ducks games because I've seen him there before too.
He's there often.
It was just a schedule. Steve.
It was like 10 years
Really?
ago, and it was made my day because obviously it was a Long Island Duck game, so I didn't really care.
That was
I'm
their
like,
big
"Oh,
thing.
Mick-" What?
No, Vin, that's been out since November.
Oh, it's a new website. Okay, that's what it is.
They got a new
Really?
website. I should get Sean to see what's up.
Does it still quack when you go on it?
I don't know.
I did see Darren is going to was there today. He
Ducks
tweeted
game?
out a picture or Instagrammed a picture and said Long Island outing ?
Yeah.
No. The Ducks
It's like
I
$5.
went. I think I went.
Listen, we went for Ruben
2019, I
Gotay.
went-
Just remember, we went for the great Ruben Gotay. We went for
2019, I think I went to a game just because somebody had tickets.
Right.
It is what it is.
I went maybe 2 or 3 times in 20 years.
Vin and I went and sat there and looked up on Baseball References who Ruben Gotay got traded for, and then we found guys inside that trade to find who they got traded for, to then find out how they all connected.
Sound like a riveting night. But yeah.
9 innings.
But it
of
was
us
fireworks night. It was a great time.
2000. I honestly think because of the Cyclones, they're probably equally the same distance from where me and Steve are. Obviously, I'm just gonna choose the Cyclones every time.
I don't-
The Cyclones are closer.
I don't know what it is.
Cyclones are a
Well,
lot closer.
which the traffic on the belt would probably make it around the same if you really want.
Speaking of traffic on the belt, Danny, did you see my tweet? I think it was last week at the end of the week that said with the project by MetLife, now it's taking as long as the Belt Parkway traffic
No, I did
construction.
not.
Did you
No,
see
I
that
did
they're shutting down construction on it?
No, I did not.
They ran out of money. They're bankrupt.
Hold on, slow down. American
American
Dream?
Mall is bankrupt.
How?
This is probably like the 5th or 6th time that they are bankrupt.
Oh man, at least they got the water pool, whatever the hell.
Yeah, but if it's closed, who cares?
it's completely closed.
As far as I know, they're closing the whole thing down.
I think Harris went once after a game. I don't know why, but he did.
What's it called? American
This is
Dream?
the mall with the Nickelodeon shit and whatever in
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Right.
Wasn't it you who told me? Someone told me that
American Dream mall owner seeks payment extension on $1.7 billion loan.
I don't know who told me this. I might be Snacks. It might be you. Might even be Nicole. That bands use the Izod Center to practice.
Yeah.
That was you then.
I never
Who
heard
for
that.
what? Wait, for MetLife?
Just in general, like
Yeah.
if they're
So it's actually
it
it's
was
actually a
you.
movie company that owns it now. That's why it's not getting knocked down. There's actually people who own it.
interesting.
Danny, you remember?
It's just so depressing.
You may not
driving by
remember
it.
him, Danny, but I don't know. Maybe you remember my friend Max.
Yes.
Okay, so
Vaguely.
he works on sets and things for movies, and Like they did Joker with Joaquin Phoenix in there.
Oh,
They
okay.
put the set together in there, and they
I mean,
shoot
it's
scenes
big
in.
enough.
Yeah,
that
no,
makes
that's why they
sense.
do it. And he said they're actually working on a set now for the second one
Oh,
in the
okay.
same location. So they have a contract to actually work inside that. I
Yeah,
don't know
it
the
just
exact company name that
right.
he works
It
for.
just looks so depressing, obviously, because there's no
Right.
signage and everything. It's just the Izod Center or
Well,
Continental.
you're not gonna put any signage on it
No, no,
because you
I
don't want
know,
people.
but it just it's funny when you told me that. I'm like, really? Well, that's a smart idea because it's just there. You know what I mean?
Right. If it wasn't there, it'd be the perfect place to put a parking lot. Put another garage there for non-permit or
Right. That's
spots
that's
for
that's
non-permit.
that's what I'm saying.
But if people own it, you can't do anything. If people are willing to pay the rent on it,
Oh yeah. It would be fun just going into a abandoned stadium and just seeing, just like go back
You-
in nostalgia. I guess you
You
could
ever-
go to do that. You were able to do that with the Coliseum for a couple years.
I guess. You ever been to like an abandoned mall where there's no one there?
Well,
Weird.
that's like every mall in America now, unfortunately.
yo, you go into any mall. Roosevelt
Well, the
Field,
Source Mall would be the
That's
Source
what I'm saying.
Mall.
I had to
wasn't
go.
the
This
Source Mall
was,
becoming something?
this is whenever my sister got married, 2015. We went there because that's everything on the outside is still open, and that's where
Right.
the soup
But
place
the
was.
actual mall.
We walked through the actual mall, and it was like a zombie apocalypse of a video game. Like,
Yeah.
it
I used to
was
love going. I used
just
to love
shit
going
knocked
there.
over and whatever.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be doing kind of similar to American Dream. Some Adventure Park group bought
I
it,
don't
and they're
know.
gonna like put like roller coasters inside.
Oh,
And,
Dave and Buster's must be
I-
real thrilled about
Yeah,
that.
I can assure you, Roosevelt Field is still very popular. But that's,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
Roosevelt Field, yeah.
I'm talking about the other malls.
Right.
Isn't Broadway close?
Broadway's still going pretty
Broadway's
good.
actually pretty good,
I use it for the movie theater because no one ever goes, so that's the
Right.
good thing.
Right.
and they
It's
have the
always
Buffalo
empty.
Wild Wings. That's
And
right
they
there.
have
so
Buffalo
it's
Wild
like
Wings, is always popular, but the inside of the mall, you're right, is kind
there's
of
really actually round one isn't terrible. It's basically Dave and
Yeah.
Buster's, but it has more. You know how Dave and Buster's has bowling? Round
Yeah.
one and their downstairs has bowling, ping pong, pool
Yeah.
tables,
That's
everything.
karaoke. So they have other options. Danny's
I
like
think
taking
this
notes
is
for Johnny's like 5th birthday.
No,
a
no.
bad
If
sign.
anything, we'll go to Dave and Buster's on 110.
I think this is
That's
a
not
bad
there anymore. That's
They
long
closed
gone.
Dave and Buster's on 110.
in Farmingdale.
That's Stu
yeah,
Leonard's
that's-
now. You could take him. You could do a birthday party at Stu Leonard's there.
Stu Leonard's is great.
I'm very loyal to the East Meadow Stews. Actually, can't wait for Sunday. It's been a month.
Great store.
I think
This-
tomorrow's
Is
Grandma
it,
and East Meadow.
is it a bad sign for the Super Bowl that we're 23 minutes into the show and this is what we're talking about?
No, it's filler. Don't worry about it.
We ramble. That it's us. All right, got it.
But
Have you been on
we're
our
in
show
this
before?
talk-
Then?
since we're on this talk, I think the 2015 is number 3 on my pain rankings.
Ooh,
No, number 2 on my pain rankings.
I was doing this the other day too because of the Packer loss. Yeah, I think it's number 2. Yeah, it's probably 2.
I think it's
The championship game against the Seahawks is always going to be number 1.
Yeah, 06.
I don't know. I
NLCS
think I
for
might
me.
put 06 ahead of it because I'm so certain that team
06,
would have won the World
06.
Cup.
Okay, if we're
by far
talking,
top.
okay, so
Yeah, you're right. So it's 3.
away from us, right? I was watching a Facebook video, and it was the 10 most devastating losses in Super Bowl history.
Okay.
All Bills.
No, they just had one number. They literally just made them number 4.
Okay.
Like it was all of them at number 4.
Well, because it wasn't. I mean, they lost the close one.
Well,
to
they
you
got
guys.
3 blowouts and the one
Right.
The biggest one was ours, and
Right.
it
That
all
was the close
downhill.
one. The other 3 that got blown out.
Right. So that was that. But I don't remember the exact order of it, of course, right?
right.
But I do remember. So
Can we
numbers 2 and 3. This is interesting. 2 and 1.
Let's play guess. Let's do the guessing.
Okay, so I want you guys to guess which one was 2 and which one was 1.
2 is the Titans.
No.
I was going to say that. 1 has to be Seattle.
Okay, so
Against
you
New
are
England.
right.
Yes, that's number 1.
You
So
are right.
2 is Atlanta.
Okay, you are correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is correct. But see, I would have went the other way.
No,
as
because
devastating as Seattle
the-
is, Atlanta beat 28-3.
I know, but the
Like you
immediacy
want, like the
of
Super Bowl was
that.
over.
But I remember that game saying after the Pats scored that one touchdown, and I was playfully saying it at the time, obviously, but I'm screaming because I was pretty much the only one really liking the Patriots every year, other than the year we played the Eagles. I'm like, it ain't done yet. We've seen this before. It ain't done yet. I was making that joke, and Mike would freak out. But yeah, I think the Butler ending was a lot worse
I
than
mean, it's
the
still
2015.
enjoyable. I still don't understand how Pete Carroll kept his job after that game. Like, how does the owner look down and be like, "Do you know we pay
Like-
the best running back in the league
Like
a lot of money?"
honestly, and if you did get stopped, honestly, you went with your best weapon.
Nothing. Nobody would have blamed you. 0 people.
It would have been like, all right, great play by the
And
Pats.
if I remember correctly, because I was watching it and they showed
they
the
had a
play before
timeout.
it, right? So they showed the 2 plays before it that
Oh, they
led
did
up
have
to
a
that
timeout.
play.
I don't remember the scenario.
That's
was-
what I'm saying.
It's second down.
had
They
a
have a
timeout.
timeout.
Oh, that's
Just remember, was it Curse? I think it was made that great catch that
Yes.
like
Right.
deflected and
it
fell
was
and
the
caught the ball.
Tyree 2.0.
Right.
Right.
They called timeout at that point because he was in bounds.
Right.
They gave the ball to Lynch. He got stuffed at the 1, but
Right.
they let the clock run with a timeout.
Right.
Right.
So even if they go to the line and let the clock run, you turn around, you hand him the ball, and they stuff him again. You call timeout real quick. Now you can figure
Right.
out what to do.
Now it's 3rd down, and you gotta throw the ball.
Now it's 3rd down. You may have 2 plays. Because
Well, if you're throwing the ball,
it was
yeah, you
about
got 2
20.
plays.
It was like 20 seconds left when
Right.
Butler picked him off.
Right.
So what number was the Rams Titans? It has to be there.
I want to say 5.
Makes sense.
I think 18-1 was 3, if I remember correctly.
That makes.
Ma-
I mean, game wise, it not as much, but season wise, it makes sense.
Yeah, game wise, it was a very boring game if you didn't have anybody in the
Well,
game.
until I mean,
Until the fourth quarter, the game was very boring.
sure, yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't want to be your friend.
I was very enjoying that it was a very boring game, but yeah.
Well, that's what you needed to happen, right?
Right. See, it's really
Someone brought this up-
interesting.
Danny, you make your point. Someone brought this up to me, but I want to ask you. Maybe you'll remember this.
Like this game's going to be really interesting because it has David versus Goliath aspects to the game, but David has that quarterback that can slay the dragon. You know what I mean?
right.
So that's like that's the whole game about this game. It's just like you don't know where you're gonna go because whenever someone makes the point of the Rams have X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, but you're like crap. We saw Joe Burrow
Right.
on this hot streak, and both teams have been incredibly lucky throughout this run. So it's like, which luck runs out the last? You know what I mean?
I agree with the David versus Goliath in the sense that I don't see an advantage.
In theory, there's no way the Bengals should win.
Right. They exactly what happened to the Bengals against the Titans. You just take that and say, okay, now we're adding Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Len Floyd to that. It should
Well,
be
it's a
over.
different animal.
Right. It should be over. And then after, you go to Jamar Chase. Well, they have the best corner in the league. And so you go to Burrow in general. Well, Stafford's very good as well. So they don't really have, I think their advantage is at quarterback, but that's about it.
Right. And running back.
Even there's
I'd rather right now I'd rather have Mixon
I'd rather mix him, but
because
I like
Akers,
Cam Akers.
Akers has the drops and is coming off the
I know.
ACL.
I do like Cam Akers, but you're right, it's probably Mixon.
I think the biggest advantage the Rams have right now is losing a couple of years ago. You
Yes.
have a hungry Aaron Donald.
But the Bengals coach was there, so he was there. So
He was? Oh, he was he was the Rams guy at that point?
yeah.
I think
Okay.
he was a McVay. I
By
love
the way-
that
he is a
he's coaching
McVay.
tree.
He is a McVay.
By the
True.
way, they were Bengals Niners was number 10, by the way, on the list.
The
Because I remember I was like, whoa, there
drive.
was almost a rematch.
yeah,
Because the Bengals had the lead with 3 minutes left and Joe Montana
yeah, that
had
was
the ball.
Montana takes
And it's
him,
funny because
I don't know,
like it's
90
funny
something
because like
yards.
people like I'm like watching it and they like joked on it like how they gave Joe Montana 3 minutes. I was like, Haha, yeah, the Giants gave Aaron Rodgers 58 seconds one time, and that worked out great.
That well, football is also a different animal now.
Right. This Super Bowl, I think, is one of the most neutral I've been like
Right.
in a while. Probably, I mean, I would say since Broncos Panthers, because every time the Patriots are in it, I always want them to lose.
Boy.
And then last year, I wanted Brady to lose. The Niners Chiefs one, I wanted the Niners to lose because they just beat us.
Yeah. See,
This one, I'm just like,
used
whatever.
to that.
Yeah.
Then I forgot to send you the TikTok I saw from Pardon My Take. That didn't age well TikTok. Rodgers complaining after losing in San Francisco and saying, "Yeah, we should have played. If only we played them at our place where it's cold and windy and snowing." And
I mean, I've been saying this for years. He doesn't seem to want to believe that his team would be better. I don't know how much a dome would cost, but if you put out a stock sale and said we're buying a dome, it would be paid for.
You can't do that.
you can't do that.
Retractable. I don't care.
Just like
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith saying, "Did you see that?" I didn't
No,
see
what
the
did he say
actual
now?
clip, but I saw it all over Twitter that if Jefferson didn't play in a cold city, he would get more yardage and stuff. And then they showed
Which Jefferson? Jefferson who?
Jefferson, the wide receiver from the
Justin
Vikings.
Jefferson from the Vikings.
He's saying if he played in a warmer place, he would be even better.
Or if he had a better quarterback.
I mean, when Brady unretires and goes there.
I don't like the Vikings.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you like?
I liked Randy Moss. I did like Randy Moss.
Right. Like
I don't know.
I hate the
Vikings.
Vikings. I think I hate the Vikings more than any team. Even more than the Bears.
I guess.
The reason I never had a problem with the Vikings is even when they had Moss, there was only one team that always played Moss well, and that was the Giants.
No, I know. I don't. I just don't. For some whatever reason, I guess I don't. I just really don't like Kirk Cousins.
You don't enjoy the purple people eaters?
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like Randy Moss and his despicable acts of
despicable acts.
Despicable.
Despicable.
How dare you fake moon somebody in 2004? You son of a bitch.
And then Eldo lifts his leg to pee, and Metcalf did it in college.
Oh, these terrible humans.
Horrible.
How
people.
great was
if only the New York Giants had a guy like Beckham on their team.
By the way, I am definitely doing the yardage for Odell player.
What is it?
FanDuel had a 60.5 or 61.5.
Yeah.
And then it was receptions. I don't think you can parlay them together for whatever dumb reason. Was
a lot of things you can't parlay. It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know the rules or why.
But yes, the combination in my once a giant, always a giant parlay is going to be hitting on that. And it's going to be extra glorious when he does it on Eli Apple.
You're going to finally make some money off of Eli Apple.
Yeah, I'd rather have Eli Apple get beat by the white guy.
Imagine Eli Apple
Imagine Eli Apple has like the MVP. Imagine he wins MVP in this game. If he wins
he's
MVP
like a Malcolm Butler moment.
Oh no. Oh no.
Stop that, Vin. Take that back, sir. Who's
one
the former Packer that...
One of the final bad draft picks by Jerry Reese. Second to last.
I don't think there are any former Packers in this game, to be completely honest.
Oh, it's littered with ex-Giants.
Listen, it's all about Matthew Stafford getting his ring.
Nothing. Yeah, I mean
that way he could tie Rodgers with the amount of rings in his career.
Yeah.
I know. Hopefully he gets into the Hall of Fame now.
I feel Stafford has that.
He's not a first ballot guy, but
he's not a first ballot guy, but he gets in eventually.
We do need to have a conversation eventually about putting quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame, like comparatively to the rest of history.
I think if you're in the top 10, you get it.
But like soon enough, the top 10 is gonna, be.
If you retire in the top 10, you get it.
The top 10 in what though?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yards?
What do you mean
touchdowns or yardage? Can't take away that it's a passing league now on these guys. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go really quick. So by that, do I agree? The top 10 right now are
In what? Touchdowns or yardage?
this is yards. Brady, Breeze, Peyton, Favre,
Bing, bing,
are
bing, bing.
Ben,
Yeah.
Rivers.
If
See, that's
he won
where
the Super Bowl, he would have done it.
Marino,
Obviously.
obviously. Number 8, Matty Ice.
Yeah, I guess he.
That's what I'm saying. I think when you get into Stafford's 12, Ryan is 8, and then 9 is Eli. We had a conversation about that, and Rogers is 10.
So
But
Eli is going to be 10.
But like Flacco was in the top 20. You know, it's like it's getting to the point. Carson Palmer's 15. So it's getting to the point where it's like I don't know how much we can look at these things. It's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I did see somebody today was like, "Oh, look, a new former Heisman Bengal, #1 overall pick, finally living up to the hype." And I think Carson Ward, number 9, also.
He sure did.
He got.
Listen, it's not his fault. What's his name on the when he was allowed to? The Steeler guy just kept rolling after he got pushed to the ground. Who was it?
Kimo von Olhoffen.
When he just kept rolling into Carson Palmer's leg.
Rolled the fuck over him. And then, but then he left weird. Like, he didn't show up, and he retired.
And he went to the Jet.
And then he went to Oakland.
Cardinals.
No.
Oh, yeah, he went to Oakland, and then he
went
didn't
to Oakland,
show up to there.
And then he went to the Cardinals.
No, he showed up there.
No, he went up to. He showed up in Oakland and played like half a season, and then went
traded
to the Cardinals after that, and obviously had the
kind of that awesome year.
Yeah,
like you said, Kyler's coming. Kyler's coming to the Packers, and they're trading for Rodgers because they love their old quarterbacks in Arizona.
You know what? Rodgers will fit right in with Cliff Kingsbury collapsing at the end of season, so it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
But at least Rodgers will get to play in someplace warm.
See, Rodgers played awesome in the cold weather, so it's not really an excuse.
I mean, most part, he kept forcing the ball to a guy who was triple covered and just forgot that he had the rest of the team. And
he does it all the time, and it's just I can't. I did want to have a quick conversation. I meant to bring this up to you.
How many quick conversations are we gonna have tonight, Finn?
We're gonna have a lot of them, because it sort of affects you. It's something we've talked about multiple times. Affects you guys and the New York Giants, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's staying.
Yeah, he's staying.
Well, there was a seemingly coordinated attack in the media this week. Multiple people saying he's not that good. This is what it was. I think Shannon Sharp
just because he threw one pick because Malcolm Butler.
Well, that's the conversation. I think it was Shannon Sharp, but definitely Ryan Clark from ESPN. We're like, he's just not that good.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, Ryan Clark's a character.
He is a character. I agree. So, I don't know how much stock you put into it, but I did some very light research, and the light research came out.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. I saw it.
It's just a fact. Without LOB, him and Pete Carroll are 1-3 in the playoffs. The one win is against a Josh McCown-led team. It's just a fact.
Yeah, it hurts.
So, it's not. I think they won 10, 11, and 12 games those seasons. So, like, that counts too. But it's more against Pete Carroll because I hate Pete Carroll. And he's going to get fired eventually.
No, he's going to die there.
Sooner than.
No, he's going to retire.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a situation where they let him retire, right? Yeah. Or step down, whatever. I don't know.
I could see a retirement.
I think it's a question to be asked with Russell Wilson. Another bit of research that I did, which was completely useless.
Look at you, Vinny.
But it was fun.
Stats over here.
Yeah, the Schwam. Most rushing yards by a quarterback who won the Super Bowl
In the Super
in the
Bowl.
season. In the season. Well, I did that. I did have that research too. In the game, and then a team that won the Super Bowl, their starting quarterback, how many rushing yards,
For
they had
season?
over the course of the season. Yeah. Well, first do the game. How many? What do you think is who had the most in the game?
In the game, I would assume it had to be Russell one of those years.
Danny.
Mahomes.
Steve McNair.
Oh, Titans. All right.
Yeah, he had it's
Okay.
like 60.
That was my
yards or
second
something in
guess.
that game.
I was thinking
Okay.
winner.
That
Right.
makes sense. Okay.
Now, Super Bowl winning.
Wait, what was the number?
I think it was 69 or 63.
Oh no! Hold on. Cam didn't win. Cam didn't have the most yardage.
Steve McNair, 64. The quarterback with the most rushing yards in Super Bowl game as Steve McNair was for 64.
I'm talking about the whole season.
Oh, season-wise?
So that was the thing. I went by teams that won. Cam didn't win.
Neither did McNair.
There was two different things. McNair didn't win.
What?
I was asking two different questions. McNair has
That's
the
the
most.
same thing.
McNair has the most rushing yards in a game in a Super Bowl.
Yes.
Okay.
The question I was asking is,
Who's
of all the
rushed for the
quarterbacks
most?
that have won the Super Bowl, who had the most rushing yards during the season?
Has to
Over
be
the
Russell.
course, it is. It's Russell.
Russell or Mahomes.
500. It was like 545.
And I'm sure Mahomes was like right there.
Mahomes was in the threes, I think.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, I think, and I literally went to each Super Bowl winning team and looked. Roger Staubach is like number 2,
Makes sense.
which makes perfect sense. But again,
Roger
it just
Dodger.
my whole thought was like how it was off of the Russell. Like, can you really win a Super Bowl with that mobile of a quarterback? It's not easy.
But Russell isn't that mobile anymore.
He's not anymore.
He picks his spots.
But you're right. But like, can you win a Super Bowl with a guy who runs as much as the running quarterbacks in the league do?
I think you can in today's football.
I agree. Because Cam got there. Mike Vick never got there, but it wasn't
also you got to think. You also got to realize that it's like Danny said earlier. It's a passing league now, so the quarterback's moving more.
The quarterback just has the ball more.
And also look at the AFC of Josh Allen and Burrows.
Right.
Two of them, not Burrows as much, but Josh Allen runs for
Josh Allen. They
run. Josh Allen, they do QB sweeps.
And obviously Lamar.
Danny, just
it would be
remember,
nice to see
offense.
him get there once, Lamar.
That's the new offense, Danny. Be happy about it.
What?
Daniel Jones running sweeps all day.
Oh, great! Yeah, we saw that workout. Great.
Nope, he's the new. He is Josh Allen 2.0.
Yeah, he has
ready
to
go.
gain like 30 pounds
of muscle. I saw something on Twitter and I forgot who it was, but apparently there's this girl and she looks exactly like Daniel Jones.
Oh, I saw that today.
And I was
made
like,
me laugh.
And I was like,
you were turned on,
Vin,
right?
they remember when they did like the female Photoshop looking like your quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
The girl had
See if I
the
can find
Daniel Jones one and a photo of her, and she looked identical. It was pretty funny.
That's funny.
okay.
Yeah,
Yep. Found
I'm very well one more year with Daniel Jones, unless he like has like a Pro Bowl year, which I'm not saying he will have.
Yes, I don't care about the sensitivity of my Twitter account. You can show me the girl. So, where is this? Let's share this for everybody's lovely life to live. So this is female Daniel Jones.
Totally.
This is the girl.
I mean, they have the same straight black hair, so.
This is the
Also, bask in his glory, just like I knew all day. Keith Lee has arrived at AEW.
Oh,
no, that's nice.
I was wrong.
I was kind of shocked that they're giving him the full name.
I did find it funny that I
mentioned.
mentioned Danhausen like 3 weeks before his debut with AEW.
I think that picture is just a girl with black hair. This
Of
is like
what?
when Steven said he looked like Nick Letty, and it's like you're just a white guy with a beard.
That I'm just gonna leave that there for Vin to stare at now for the rest of the time we're doing this. Snacks. It was Keith Lee is now a part of AEW.
Snacks, is Seton Hall winning?
We betting on Seton Hall?
No. I just haven't looked at my cousin's Twitter account tonight.
Oh, okay, got it.
So my manager Chris is the first person I know that admits that actually sits there and actually pays attention to regular season college basketball like all year.
I think there's a lot of people who.
He said he goes, "That's why I do so well. That's why I do so well in brackets."
I'm 0-4 in picks in college basketball.
You know, but last year I think I came third in the bracket that I did, and I didn't watch a single game in college basketball.
I absolutely mushed Auburn last night
So
in that boost. Did Michigan win last night?
Yeah, by one.
Damn it.
they're up 8, Danny.
Yep, cool. Go Pirates. But I did grow up liking St. John's. So.
I was a St. John's guy because most of the
Right.
people, Dane Barish was a big St. John's guy.
Yeah.
And they were the New York team.
Right.
I went
My
there.
cousin went there.
Yeah, I went there
Obviously,
for a semester. It was fun.
all my
going to
friends
games
went. Most
on
of my
campus
friends
is
went
cool.
there too.
Is that where? That's where Ballantyne worked, right? Vin?
Yeah,
John worked. Big John worked.
yeah, and they all went there. Obviously, I had a class with Dwight Hardy. Remember Dwight Hardy? He had that
Yeah.
tournament run. He's a good dude.
I was at the Garden when he made one of those crazy shots to beat Pitt.
Yeah. I
Pitt
had
or Villanova.
macroeconomics with him, and I was like,
I'm sure he didn't do 1 ounce.
oh, it was noticeable that he was never there, but when he was there, he like clearly paid attention.
He was there because he was the tall guy in the back. That
Right? No, he was like he definitely made an effort when we were in the classroom, but like
Did he cheat off of you?
no, because I sat on the opposites. Like I sat next to him for like 2 classes because I had went to the game, and when it wasn't at the Garden, it was on campus. And I was like, oh, nice game, whatever.
When I lived in Queens, I flirted with the idea, but I didn't do it.
It's fun. Like it's
having
cool,
a girlfriend. No, Chris Nettle would always hook us up, and Joe Ferrelli.
But then
yeah,
it was always like, oh,
we went to like
I won't be here.
That
whatever.
year. We went to like 4 or 5 games at the Garden.
Yeah, I never went to one at the Garden, but
more
importantly,
the
Johnny's in Georgetown. Don't forget, first ever baseball event at Citi Field.
Yeah, I did not go to that.
I did. I met Joe. I saw Joe and
Chris
Chris there. I was with Jordan. And was it Panic that was on the Johnny's?
Yes,
Panic.
Fun fact: he left me. We were supposed to hang out with him, and he's like, "Nah, these people aren't cool."
Yeah. Joe Panic's a stud baseball player.
My friend Chris, he was like the baseball manager for St. John's.
Okay.
And he was in his wedding party. So one night they were gonna meet up, and he's like, "No, I got things to do." And I'm like, "Damn it, we would have hung out with the future MLB baseball player."
Panic.
But
Future.
We were excited, but I guess we were too excited. We still had fun that night.
Good times.
So the Super Bowl, huh?
Yeah.
Honestly, like I don't.
Of it. There's nothing really to talk about with this game. It's like it was cool of Landry to jump on the preview. I like what Beckham said. I have no issues with what Beckham said when OC asked him.
What did he say? I didn't even hear it.
So basically, OC was like, they basically because they're boys because OC would always be at practices and stuff. When
OC doing media wise?
He's the media in London.
London, I think.
Actually, like one of the biggest voices there.
Right, in NFL Europe. Yeah, NFL Europe. Yeah,
good for him.
Which, by the way, they announced Germany's getting a game next year. I like how the press release said a game in Germany, 2 in London, and a Jaguar home game at Wembley.
Obviously, it's not the Giants because we do not. I got my invoice the other night.
Yeah, but they didn't announce the games yet, so they don't know. It could very well. It could be one of the road games. It could be.
No, I know. I'm meaning a Giant home game.
I feel like the Packers are going to be in London They haven't. They're like one of the only 2 teams that haven't gone.
Really?
I think them and no, the Pats went. I think they might be the only team that hasn't gone.
Well, the Giants are 2-0, so
And it's because they get to claim that they need the home games because they don't have an owner.
right.
So I don't know.
Well, both Giant games were road games.
So it could be a road game, but yeah, they always say like, "Oh, we can't lose the gate at the home games." We'll see.
Right. Makes sense.
They also said they have enough money to run the team for like 5 years during COVID, so I think they'll be fine if they miss one game and go to London.
So it's similar to the Rangers, who they can't have a home game away from the Garden.
That was still like
That's
it
the
was
rule.
still funny that
It's in the contract. The Yankee Stadium games were Devils and the Islanders kind of made sense because New York. At least
no,
that one
I'm
made
talking
sense.
about the Buffalo one. Still cracks.
Oh
up.
well, that one just made no sense. They should have just played that at fucking what's the Bison's stadium.
Well,
Called it a day.
Did they play where the Bills played?
Yes,
they have
that was the
that?
first one. Pittsburgh.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Hard to keep track.
You know, there's only 5 teams that haven't played in a hockey outdoor game.
And what are
Florida.
the 5?
I found it. Yeah,
Well,
Florida, I think is getting one. I like how we just got
think
away from the Super Bowl.
Florida. It's Florida.
I think I'm just gonna say this is an everything pod, and the Super Bowl is just
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
I
changing
just found
the
this out.
team
Like I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about it. It's Florida, Carolina.
Tampa.
No, Tampa's had one, or they're gonna be in one. This like next week or something.
It still was amazing when I saw the Kings have one at Dodger Stadium. That was still crazy.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That they thought was going to actually open up more stuff. The Lightning and Nashville will be playing at the Titans Stadium
Nissan.
on February 26th. So that takes them out, which means the Hurricanes are actually hosting a Stadium Series game next year.
And
I very well think that they should play the Panthers in that game.
Yeah.
Not just because, but the Panthers have been good the last couple of years. The Panthers have the All-Star game next year. They're one of the top teams in the league. They're making the playoffs again.
I still wonder why the Devils haven't had a game at MetLife yet.
Because they don't. I don't know.
Because they don't want to play on it in the air conditioner.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Florida,
but you can get the Rangers. That's what I'm saying. It would be a Devils home game, obviously.
Yeah, but you can get the Rangers, you can get the Flyers.
Right.
Also, the Devils haven't been a draw as of late, so they don't want to.
No,
I
didn't mean it like now, but like it's like been 10 years. The Devils have been good since MetLife's open.
Right. So it's Florida, Carolina, Arizona, Columbus, and then obviously Seattle.
Oh, and Columbus never had one?
Columbus has never had one, no.
The next Winter Classic will be in Boston.
Again?
Because they haven't been at Fenway yet a billion times, so they have to do it again.
They're in Fenway again? Why not Gillette?
It's Boston.
They did Gillette. Didn't they do Gillette?
I don't know.
They didn't say who's playing it.
Gillette's too big.
Is it though?
If
the Bruins will pack it though.
I don't know. They packed the big house. I don't remember.
Yes.
Oh,
100 in 2016.
See, like, with
the
those
Bruins
games,
and Canadians played at Gillette Stadium, and the Canadians won 5-1.
Okay.
Oh, they did have it in Gillette.
67,000 at the stadium was the attendance, and the stadium holds
probably 70.
Capacity for football is 65.
Okay.
68 for soccer, so just under the soccer number.
Yeah.
Speaking
the Winter
of
Classic
Bruins,
is...
Matt Marchand has been suspended for 6 games for pulling the goalie out of his scrum and punching him in the head.
Who? Marchand?
Marchand. Yeah,
which is interesting. Interesting because Nick Foligno on the Wild yesterday is fighting somebody, and the guy's laying on his back defenseless, and the linesman in there, and he knees him in the head, but that guy's not going to get suspended because he's not. He may get a game or two, but he doesn't have an in-house hearing.
He's got a meet. I think he has a meeting.
He has a phone call. They announced both of them today.
Okay. There's also different because I was watching that clip. He got hit to start the process. Like
Marchand or
he got
Foligno?
No, Foligno. Foligno got leveled and then a scrum broke out, and then he got in a fight with that guy, and then he hit him. So like, it was almost a carryover of everything. Marshawn's just a douchebag.
I was actually bummed that I missed the skills competition for the All-Star game.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Sucked.
I'm bummed that I watched the skills competition in
I
I
Philadelphia.
didn't
know.
even
I'm
know-
glad I missed it, but it was like the first time in like 25 years I missed it.
I didn't even know the games were going on when they were happening. I looked all of a sudden. I looked
Yeah.
at my phone and I saw tweets about them, and then I think the Metro won, but I don't know, whatever.
They
Whatever.
did. Adam
Then
Pellick
Jack
is-
Hughes as the MVP got COVID.
Got
No,
COVID,
it was
yeah.
Giroux that got MVP.
I was being funny.
Actually, like 3 or 4 players ended up with COVID from it, but it was more of people think that the players are just getting some time off because they didn't get the weekends off.
Makes sense.
Or you could just miss a game like Ovi does and take
Well,
the
you
whole
get
fucking
fined for
time
that,
off.
so
What does it matter?
they don't make
You
as
get-
much money as Ovi.
The most that they can get fined is $5,000. That's literally the most.
Jack Hughes' contract until his
No,
new
it's
one
not.
kicks
Jack
in.
Hughes got paid.
It hasn't kicked in yet.
I definitely has.
What was the other one that I was gonna say? The skills competition was so stupid. First off,
I
they
don't know.
gave the worst of the breakaway skills competition, the dunk contest style. They gave the winner to because it was the guy from the Vegas Knights.
Right.
Jack
Because
Hughes did magic. He brought a
apparently
little kid out of a box
There
to
was
score a goal.
that was supposed to be a joke that the house always wins, is what I heard.
I
That's-
did think it was kind of cool. It was kind of stupid
makes
that they did the
absolutely no
accuracy
sense.
challenge on the ice because they did do a blackjack tournament, which was kind of cool.
Well, they did both, yeah.
The blackjack thing was kind of cool though because they did like there was like 5 guys standing in the middle of the street and they had to basically hit blackjack, but they ran with made up stupid rules and they had to keep going.
I don't know. I heard, like I said, I didn't watch it, but I was listening to the podcast talking about it. They were saying that it was too easy. Like everybody got 21 really easily.
Well, Pavelski hit. So the rule was everyone got 2 shots, so your first 2 cards.
Right.
If someone got 21, they won the whole thing. Pavelski got 21, and they had to let the other guys keep going to get to 21 because it would have been over after the guy took 2 shots.
Whatever.
And then it was best card won, and Pavelski was just like, I have better hands on everybody here. So
It shocks me that guy's still doing it. Anyway.
did you see the picture of the image him and Thornton on the ice took during warm-ups at a game again when they played each other a couple weeks ago? It was like the first time they ever played against each other.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I know
kinda weird.
this conversation is putting me to sleep though.
Sorry. We had to talk about Joe Pavelski. Shout out. So I completely forgot we had this playoff pick'em thing. You want to go back and finish it up?
Yeah, might as well. Am I still in first?
No.
No. Damn.
I'm in
I'm-
dead
I'm-
last. I'm
I'm in
ranked
first.
127,359.
God damn it.
I have
Okay, we're gonna do this
220
one
points.
backwards. We're gonna do the picks this week backwards on
From the
here.
bottom up.
We're gonna do the bottom up because the
Start from
the
the bottom?
first question is who's gonna win.
That's dumb.
Right. So
How many
Straight up.
yards? Let's go total yards first. Let's do everything straight.
we're going everything backwards here. How many total yards will be recorded in this game?
650. No, 700.
I'm gonna go
700.
Right, that's 350 each, roughly.
761.
I'm gonna say 650.
Okay.
645.
Ooh. We're gonna come back to this one too because this kind of goes with the winner.
There goes that idea.
No, it's all good. Are we going over or under 50 points?
I'm going over. There goes that idea.
I'm going under.
Danny's just tired and doesn't want any shit tonight, Steven.
Um,
Got to go with McPherson on this one.
85% of the country and Vin.
Matt Gay missed a 47-yard field goal short.
I'll never
And,
forget Matt Gay making my one and only road game memorable.
against
Yeah.
the
Will there be a defensive
Bucks.
or
I'm going
special team?
McPherson too. Why not?
Yeah, I want McPherson. I'm going yes.
Really?
I feel like Donald's gonna end up in the end zone.
No. I'm going no.
You know, we didn't even talk about this. The other thing that the Rams
going
have this
no.
time is a Super Bowl MVP in Von Miller on their defense.
Word. Good point.
And he dominated that Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, he won MVP. That Super Bowl was so forgettable.
Sucked. He's got to be the less defensive player.
Other than my
MVP,
friend
right?
coming out of the closet, that was the most memorable
What?
part of that game.
What?
I'm not doxing him. That I shouldn't have said it. But his
Good
team won the
dick.
Super Bowl and he came out of the closet. It was crazy.
You know what? That's a great fucking day for that guy. Congratulations. I'm
He was just
actually
like
really happy.
lingering at my house, and I'm like, I'm cleaning up my stuff, and I gotta get to work. And he
It was
just
wait, it was
talking
just
us.
to you.
No, my Nicole was there, and
Oh,
Gerard
okay.
and Vic were there. But we're like,
All
all right, well,
all right.
we gotta get to work.
Shout out that guy.
You know, I love him, so it's all good. But it was like that was like the only thing I remember that Super Bowl
Got it.
because he was a Broncos fan, and he was like, oh yeah, come over, why not?
I love it.
Vin, to
That
answer
and
your
Cam
question,
leaving the press conference early.
Vin, to answer your question, he is the last defensive player to win an MVP in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Before that was Malcolm Smith.
Right.
Oh,
And then the
Seahawks
one
fan.
before that was Dexter Jackson of the
In
Tampa Bay
Tampa.
Buccaneers. And then I'm not going to mention the one before that, but anyway.
Cowboys.
Nope.
Yeah. No, it's somebody in from Baltimore, Ray Lewis, I would assume.
The guy who
Oh,
should have been
that
in
one.
prison and
Yes,
not in the
yes,
MVP race
yes,
for that game.
Yes. That
I'm
game,
gonna go with
we,
Donald on here. If the Titans could get 9, I can only
Yeah,
imagine what Donald's gonna
definitely.
end up doing.
Oh, I'm going over.
Yeah, they're gonna both catch a touchdown probably.
I hope so. I took that each
Ooh.
quarterback's gonna have 2 touchdowns.
I'm going Odell. One's a giant, always a giant.
I'm going T. Higgins, like we said.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
it's gonna be a T.
Higgins
Higgins game.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on, no, it's rushing yards. Oh, Joe Mixon, sorry.
Who will
I
record
got over
receiving
myself,
yards?
sorry.
Higgins
Oh,
or
yeah.
Beckham? We didn't. You're going too fast.
Yeah,
Daniel.
I went
No,
too
he
fast.
said Beckham. Yeah.
I'm
All right, you
going
said
Odell.
Beckham. I'm going Higgins also.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Akers. I think they're more of a. They like to give the ball to Mixon, but he's more of a couple yards here or there.
I'm gonna say
I don't
Akers.
think they. I don't think they trust Akers.
That's
I'm going
true, and they have
Mixon.
Sony Michelle now. I'm saying Akers only because I think they're gonna win, and that is a
True.
Usually
Yeah.
means you're running the ball a lot at the end.
right. That's
Oh,
So-
also, may I add, it's awesome that the Bengals are wearing their black jerseys on the Super Bowl.
You know what? I brought that up to Donnie because I was thinking white, and he goes, "But that's our home jersey. That's why we wear it." And that made a lot of sense.
who's the home team technically.
Cincinnati.
Okay,
That's why they're wearing black.
got it.
But it's like the old school black. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
have
what
it-
they've been wearing all year. That's their black jerseys they've been wearing all year.
Okay.
So I when he brought that to my attention, and also I completely forgot the wild card weekend they were at home, that they won the division.
Right.
So it's not like they've been wearing the white like the Bucks last year. They were the home team and wore
And
white
they-
in the Super Bowl because they were wearing white the entire postseason.
Right.
Who will record the most passing yards?
Stafford.
Yeah, I gotta go Stafford on this one because
Again, I'm going Burrow because of the
think the
fact
Rams
that
are
I
gonna
think
win
they're
that
going to be
game?
losing.
But Burrow just got to 250 last game.
I know that was one of the greatest moments of all time.
Yep. I got that prop.
I'm still taking him.
Thank God for the OT on that.
Thank God for the pick. Thank God
It
Mahomes
was-
threw that pick. Mahomes won the toss. I was like, oh, I guess I'm
That
losing
was the
this.
funniest thing. I didn't tell Nicole and my dad about that one prop. I didn't tell him about that bet. And then when I saw the Mahomes over and the money line didn't hit, I'm like, oh, by the way, I did this, and this, and all we need is Burrow to get 10 yards. So they were like busting my balls the whole night. And then I'm like, by the way, I also did this, so I'm not completely stupid.
This one, will the game be tied at any point in the second half?
Yes. I need drama.
For the love of God, I don't want to shut it off after the halftime show.
I said no.
Who's gonna have the longest offensive play in the first half? I'm gonna go with the Rams because you could always expect that slant play to Cup and going for 60 yards.
I'm going to take the Rams just because I feel like they take more shots downfield.
Right.
So, you know what's interesting, and this goes to just the credit, of course, that's due for Stafford. 2 of the greatest wide receiving seasons of all time, and he was the quarterback.
Right.
This is true.
Calvin and now Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about him in those stories.
Well, they will this year.
Well, they will for the future, and again, that comes back to that Hall of Fame discussion. Like,
I just got it. I think now, even though you brought that up, it even adds more that I think if he wins this game, he's in.
also, did you guys see part of my take talking about how Brady basically called Roethlisberger fat?
He did.
No, I missed that.
Brady tweeted out that he did the complete opposite of the TB12 method.
Oh yeah, he said he was like, some guys do it one way, some guys do it another.
Yeah.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Danny, did you listen to their interview with Berman?
Of course.
I saw parts of that.
It was unbelievable.
I saw parts of that. The other thing is, how you guys think that Roethlisberger sends Brady like text messages? Can you please, for the love of God, unretire so I don't have to deal with you my Hall of Fame day?
Nope. No, he's fucked. Sorry.
This poor guy is like, yeah, I'm gonna be the best in the class in that first ballot. Do you think this pushes Roethlisberger a year? Depending
how
on
great
who's
would
available?
it be? It's the same year Eli Manning gets in.
No,
just put all 3 of them in at once.
Eli's what, 2 years from now? Imagine Rodgers just comes out in a couple weeks and retires.
I don't think Eli's gonna be first ballot. So that's what I'm saying.
Imagine Rodgers in a couple weeks is just like, you know what? I'm done. Calling it quits. Roethlisberger's just like, come on.
Even in that case, let's just say that happens, who plays the Hall of Fame game?
Nobody.
Somebody's got to get left out.
Well, it'll be the Patriots and Steelers. The Steelers are the closest.
It would be the Steelers, Green Bay. Because nobody's going to want. Nobody's going to want
Patriots, Green Bay.
Unless Bill announces retirement in a couple weeks and gets in the Hall of Fame that year too.
The whole fucking league retires this offseason. Let's just have the greatest Hall of Fame ceremony ever.
You would need a week and a half just to do all the speeches.
Yeah, those speeches. Oh, are you kidding me?
I want to see Bill's Hall of Fame speech.
That's going to last 30 seconds.
No, he'll open up for it.
Thanks, guys.
Because no one's asking him questions, so he can say whatever he wants.
He'll be the guy to be like, can we just have the press ask me questions while I sit there?
I'm going to get this one wrong, but I'm going under.
2.5 touchdowns in the first half.
Right.
Ooh.
I'm going over.
It's a pat. I'm going under on this one. I think that they're gonna feel each other out so much in the first quarter that it's gonna hurt them.
Right.
I also have 4 and 1 as numbers in a box, so I kind of.
I don't know what my numbers are yet.
I didn't even get a box yet.
Wes, if you're still in, let me know when that's ready.
Who will score the first touchdown of the game?
I'm going any other player.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going Cup. I just feel like they're going to come out ready to go for him. And he's just got that always open. Will the opening kick? Yes. There better not be an onside kick to the opening kickoff. I'm going to be pretty pissed off. Danny, how much is Wes's boxes?
Wes's boxes is 5 per box.
That's it?
Yes. So there's 12 open boxes, squares for West. hit me up. Or Steve and Vin, if you want to join, tell us now.
Wes,
I'm
put me
alright.
down for 5. And I'll send Danny the money later. Fine, put me
Next.
down for 4.
All right, so who's gonna win?
I've been
All right,
rooting
so
for
who's
them
gonna
all
be MVP? Who's gonna win, and who's gonna be your MVP? I'm doing it for Donnie. I'm doing it for Donnie,
You know what?
and I'm gonna pick Beckham as the MVP.
I'm doing it for Donnie too. I'm taking the Rams and Matthew Stafford as the MVP.
I'm going.
You're welcome.
Beckham's going to the MVP, and he's gonna say, "Hey, Dave Gettleman, enjoy the
Suck my-
beach."
You're welcome, Donnie.
All right, I'm going Stafford. Even though Aaron Donald would be an awesome MVP.
Yeah.
This is for you, Donnie.
But
I've been
figured
rooting
he
for the
ever
Rams
won.
I've been rooting
Has-
for the Rams all season, so
I have a question:
can't
Has
not
any
root for them.
non-quarterback won multiple MVPs?
Super Bowl MVPs?
Non-quarterback?
Non-quarterback.
If I had to guess,
Probably not.
Jerry Rice. If I had to guess, if anybody did it,
Fun fact:
He would be the only one.
Jerry Rice has never won an MVP. Oh, he did win one. He has
He had to
one.
win one.
Montana has all the other ones. They had what? 4 rings together.
Yes,
4 rings, and Jerry had 5 because of the Steve Young one.
because he was with Steve Young.
1, 2.
That's a
And
good
Steve-
doc, by the
3,
way. I
4.
highly recommend that. By
Steve
the way.
Young won his.
Steve Young has the MVP in the other one, so he only has. So Montana has
It's
3.
three.
Rice has 1, and Young has 1.
Yes.
Right.
No,
That's
I
a good
don't-
doc, by the way, on Peacock. I highly recommend it.
Also, ESPN Plus has all the docs. Also, I haven't watched it. Have you guys checked out the?
But the Montana
Tuck Rule?
one is strictly on Peacock.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I gotta check that one. I gotta
no,
also check
I
out.
haven't watched the Tuck Rule one yet.
I have to watch the.
Yeah, I
Tuck
didn't
Rule
see that one either.
one.
Disney Plus had a few 30 for 30s as well.
Yeah, it had like the Miracle
The-
one is on there.
The Buffalo Bills one they had.
I don't know, but also I was on Hulu, and Hulu's supposed to have all of them, but they don't. Because like
ESPN Plus has a lot of them.
I know
also.
ESPN Plus should have all of them, but like I was looking through, and I watched a couple, and then I just realized that the Fab Five one isn't there, and I was like, because that's one I've watched a few times that I like. It wasn't
But
there. I
yeah,
guess
Disney
it's only
Plus
in-
had a select few. I know they
Yeah.
had the Bills one because I watched that one again. I
Bills one's
like that
pretty good.
one.
Bills one's also on ESPN Plus. I noticed yesterday. I was watching the John Madden doc on ESPN
Right.
Plus.
Yeah, I
the
gotta
other day.
rewatch that
ESPN Plus has them all. It's just harder, like
to
To
find.
find.
well, it's harder app wise. Like I don't ESPN Plus isn't on my TV.
Right.
Oh, okay. I have it on my TV, so I
So I
just
ha- I have
downloaded all
to-
But
the apps
yeah,
on-
the Montana doc is like 6 episodes, and
Okay.
it just ended. It's pretty good. It started from the ND
Oh, so it's like-
stuff.
So it's kind of
Oh.
like the Brady thing, but Montana.
Yeah, it's like the NFL timeline, the NFL Network show that they used to play. Yeah,
Okay.
it's good though. It's from an ND all the way to him retiring with the Kansas City.
The reason
would've been
I asked the
crazy.
question was Von Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's a hidden gem that could become an MVP.
I don't think
He would be
any-
the first. He would be the first non-quarterback to win 2 MVPs.
so he would need at least 2 sacks and a forced fumble, or
Basically matches Super Bowl 50 line.
Well, that game was so bad that they had to give it to someone, even though he had an awesome game.
Well, he forced the fumble that
6
Cam.
tackles,
Right.
2.5 sacks, and a pass.
He killed it that
deflection.
game. Yeah, he did kill
Right, I think he either forced or recovered the fumble that Cam.
He
bailed on.
forced the
He
fumble.
forced
He
it.
forced it. Yeah.
He forced it.
No, yeah, he forced the first one for the touchdown.
Oh, the first one. No, the one that Cam bailed on, he didn't. I don't think he did anything on.
Yeah, he forced the one that was in the end zone.
Right.
So yeah, he could become the first ever.
Sure.
Non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback.
That would be good. That would definitely lock up his
Yeah,
Hall
it's
of
just
Fame
not-
career.
How many does Brady have?
Brady
1,
has
2,
4.
4, 3 or 4.
3,
think it's
4.
4.
Last year was his 5. He has 5 of them.
Oh, last year I
Yes.
forgot about last year. He has 4 as a Patriot because Edelman won 1.
Edelman and I thought
Deion
Deion Branch.
Yeah, Deion Branch won 1 too.
That was
No.
the Eagle.
Oh yeah,
one.
Deion Branch
Yeah.
was the
Was the Panther one, I think.
right. Brady got the Rams and the Panthers.
Oh, okay.
Deion got the Eagles.
Yeah.
And then Edelman got the Seahawk one.
Edelman got the Seahawk one, yes, and Brady got LI, which
Obviously,
was the
the Falcon one
Falcon.
Brady
the
got.
Falcon one.
Honestly, though,
And also 2 years before that.
James White should have gotten the Falcon one.
You could have given it to anybody. You could have given it to Edelman. Look at the catch he made.
Yeah, right.
You know. I still will never forget that moment in that game where I actually thought like there's no way for Brady. Remember the Julio catch? Jumping full length up in the air in
Yeah.
the sideline and getting both his toes down.
Yeah.
Barely. Like that was the moment where I was like, all right, fine. Maybe they have a chance to just play this
Because
game out.
that put them on like the 25-yard line with 2 minutes left. They could have taken 3 knees and kicked the field goal and won the game. But then he got
Kyle Shanahan, baby.
They did a
This
false
is why
start.
Dan, but this
and
is
they
why
got
Dan Quinn is
sacked,
also
and
this is
yada
why
yada.
this is why Dan Quinn didn't get a job.
It's possible. I like how Danny Quinn spun that he was happy where he was. Yeah, great. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Wonderful.
We all know Sean Payton's going to be the coach in 2 years.
Right.
There.
Sorry, Mike.
He's coming home, Vin.
Looking
Come
back
on.
on it, he's the most overrated coach,
Sean Payton
arguably of all time.
or Mike
No,
McCarthy?
Mike.
McCarthy.
Okay.
He's like top 10 in winning percentage in like league history or top 15.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Well, he had Rodgers' top 10 in winning percentages too, and how many rings does Rodgers have? Just
Well, this
the
is
one.
exactly what I said about Rodgers. Is I'm giving him
It's amazing that he still doesn't know how to time management.
It's amazing to me that anybody doesn't know how to time manage, because if you don't, regardless if you do or you don't, hire somebody who that is their job.
Listen,
That's the
Herm
one thing
Edward-
I'm scared
everybody went
about
to the
with-
Herm Edwards School of Time Management.
That's what I'm scared about with McVay.
Oh, those timeouts and challenges were god awful. The other
No,
day.
he's so lucky that Jimmy G was the quarterback on the other
But
side.
like, just I don't.
There was one prop bet that speaking of this
Every
stuff,
front
there was
office has a cap guy who just that's his job is to know the cap. Get a coach like that. I don't care what you call him.
well, McVay
timeout
has
coordinator.
McVay has the sideline guy. He's
Well,
gotta pull
everybody
him
has
away.
that.
They
He's
have
the only one
They have
that's
holdback guys, right? Every college fucking has them.
Yeah, it's basically the strength and
Yeah.
conditioning coach.
Hire a timeout guy. It's not that hard.
Where was this prop bet that I saw?
Like that.
Oh, here.
That one
Team
challenge
to
was-
have more time of possession, and then the other one is Rams to use all 6 timeouts. Plus 270 is yes. No is minus 370.
But-
It's like that's the easiest yes in the
No, but
world.
all 6 is because I was looking at that too. The all 6 is tough because you don't know what's going to happen in the first half.
right.
They could be up. They could be up. 3 scores. They're not going to use them at the end of the half.
Oh, we didn't talk about this. I'm excited for the halftime show. It's going to be fun
Yes.
seeing how many curses, and obviously it's going to be bleeped out, and how many are accidentally not bleeped out is going to be fun.
How
13 minutes.
what?
That's how long.
No. How political do you think these 4 are going to get?
I'm sure they're going to sneak one out.
Okay. I agree. I guess that's not really political, but
Because Beyonce was kind of political.
she
the
was.
second time around.
Yeah, she.
That was
did-
the Broncos one, right?
I believe
Broncos,
so.
Panthers.
I think so.
Super Bowl.
Lady
the-
Gaga had the best one recently.
You mean when she jumped out
off
of the
the roof?
ceiling? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Falcon Patriot one.
Coldplay was the Bronco one.
Oh, Coldplay. Okay.
Coldplay did.
Which
Super
one
Bowl
was
50.
Beyonce? Oh, the one in San Fran. Oh no, that was the Bronco one.
That was the Bronco one.
Which one was Beyonce?
Beyonce.
She did twice. I remember.
2006, 2013.
Yeah, I remember that one.
So that's
She
Patriot.
did.
No, that's
that's
Ravens.
Raven, yeah.
Ravens
Right,
Niners.
she knocked the power out.
Right.
Yeah, she did.
But
that
she
was her
did
fault.
it again.
She did it in 2016.
There we go. Yeah.
It says, she was with them. She performed with them.
Right.
So
in
they
San
came on
Fran.
with her because she did her all. Like I remember that was political, or people made it seem political.
Headliner was Coldplay. Special
Okay.
guest was Bruno Mars, Beyonce.
Bruno Mars did back-to-back years because Bruno's did the MetLife one.
Well, Bruno was MetLife was 14.
That's what I'm saying. He did back-to-back years.
15 was Katy Perry in Arizona.
Oh yeah, Left Shark.
Right.
Yeah, Left Shark.
And then And then Coldplay was 50.
And the worst one of all time was Black Eyed Peas and Fergie. That was bad.
What was last year? Was last year The Weekend?
Last year was The Weeknd, yes.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was
When
last
he had
year.
that weird walking through the
Yeah. Which one was the Rams? No, not the Rams. Which one was the Chiefs one?
J-Lo and Shakira.
That's right. Yes.
Ben didn't
How
even
can I forget
hesitate.
that one?
Well, as soon as you
Okay.
started talking about them, I was like, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Ben didn't even hesitate.
No, because
Yeah,
like I
Vin,
said,
jeez.
yeah. Bonk.
Gaga did, and then Gaga did Houston.
Yeah, because I remember her
Was it
jumping off the
Houston?
roof.
I thought it was Texas Stadium or whatever, Cherry World, because she jumped out of the roof. Well, supposed to be jumping in the roof.
And I
Was
think
it?
Bruce Springsteen did the
Miami. Gaga did Houston, Texas, in the Texan Stadium in
Oh, okay.
17.
I guess they have an open thing too.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
Which one was
God,
Bruce?
not the Cardinal Steelers.
I think
Yeah.
you said, yeah.
Cardinal Steelers was Bruce.
45 then. No, 43.
Madonna did the other one we won.
46.
Didn't the Stones
Cowboy
do...
Stadium was the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was bad.
2011. That was the one you were in, Vin.
Yeah. I didn't watch.
That was
I
the
was
one
too
you.
stressed.
And then the year before that was the Who.
That was at the Who. I knew it wasn't the Stones. The Who did one.
The Who did 2010,
Colts.
whatever
Colts.
game that was. Oh, that was
Saints.
the Saints Colts.
Yep.
So I was looking at it. Super Bowl 25 actually had like a memorable. They had New Kids on the Block and they had Whitney Houston doing the national anthem. So that must have been a good one.
The whole performance day, I think 25 was like big. Pete Rozelle did the coin toss, it says.
Right, because of the whole Iraqi,
Well, yeah,
Or-
that Whitney Houston national anthem is like
the
historic.
greatest one of all
Yeah.
time. Yeah. And then
Which one
Didn't
was...
they use it a couple
Even
years
though-
ago when she passed away? Because it was like,
I'm sure.
oh, no. She passed away like a couple days after the Super Bowl. Because I remember we won the Super Bowl and then we went to St. Martin as the family. The first time.
Even though the Giants got smoked in that Super Bowl, that halftime show was fun.
That was the Britney, NSYNC.
Nelly in sync, and Britney was wearing Oakland Raider pants. That cheered me up for 5 minutes, and then I was back to being very sad. Talk about her Instagram. She has completely lost her mind.
She's
and
lost her mind.
It's
They
awesome.
called it was Aerosmith and NSYNC
That's right.
with Britney, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly.
Jesus.
Oh, so Mary
Christ.
J is her second one then.
So, and then apparently nobody did one. Oh, U2 did one the following year.
Yeah, the 9/11.
U2 did
one.
U2 did the Superdome. The
9/11
after
one.
9/11.
Right.
Makes sense. Shania Twain and No Doubt did the year after that apparently.
Just in
That's a
case
weird one.
Justin's listening, don't make fun of Shania Twain.
Justin who?
Panic actually loves Shania Twain. It's actually
Oh.
really funny.
He's in love.
The following year was the first one at Texans Stadium. Was the
That was
Carolina
the-
game.
That
Jessica
was the
Simpson,
booby one.
Janet, that was the boob one.
Yeah.
That was the last woman to be on stage, and then it was Paul McCartney, the Stones, Prince.
The Prince one was great. In
But the rain, yeah.
And
The
then
Prince one was good, and then Tom Petty did the giant Super Bowl
Right.
game,
Running down a dream.
and then Springsteen was the year after, and we were all excited because until Plaxico shot himself, we were thinking the Giants and Springsteen all in Miami.
Nope.
Today.
Good damn guy. Then it was the Who, Black Eyed Peas, Madonna, Beyonce, Bruno, Perry, Coldplay, Gaga, Timberlake, Maroon 5, Shakira, J-Lo, The Weeknd, and then this week's is coming up too.
Literally everyone from
Dre,
Dr.
Snoop Dogg,
Dre.
Eminem, Mary J, and Kendrick Lamar. He's kind of like the odd man out in this group.
Little he's
Well, he
He's
has
not
that
from
one.
that generation.
he's not, but you need a contemporary
You need someone to keep the kids involved
He's
while
gonna
all the
play that
parents are
one.
rocking out in their houses.
They're gonna play that one hit.
He's gonna play humble or something.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Well, isn't he part of Dre's thing? He's probably
I
part
would
of.
assume so if he's.
I would
doing
guess.
it.
I don't know. It seems to, but be a Dre-led thing. But who knows?
Nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's locked up in the basement. I wonder what song
They should definitely play that, and then he just pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
waiting
wonder.
for.
Yeah, I do wonder how they break this down. Like
Into
musically,
13 minutes. They have 13 minutes to perform.
okay, so
No, the Super Bowl's longer.
No, the act
The
itself
halftime
is
is
13
long.
minutes. The act itself, the halftime is longer, yes,
Okay.
because a regular halftime is 13 minutes, an NFL halftime. If you break it down, because
So they
it's
double
15
it
minutes.
then.
It's 15 minutes, but it's 2 minutes commercials on each end, basically.
Right.
Well, so for the Super Bowl, it's commercial, talk to the booth, let the in-house guys talk, performance for 13 minutes, back to those guys while they clean up the field.
Right.
but okay, so you have 13 minutes to perform. That's like
2 songs.
I know they
each.
don't do full songs in these performances, but that's like 2 songs a person.
Give or take, yeah. Okay. Well, let's go Rams. It's the Rams house. I found out
Whose
that's the
house?
hashtag. I found out that's the
Rams
hashtag.
house.
We did find out that the league is moving all Super Bowls moving forward to Dallas to make sure no home team gets another home game.
It's probably safe. It's also funny that they think that this is a home field advantage for the Rams when then the actual
They
field
can't even
game
get their
wasn't a
own.
home
They
field.
don't have
Yeah.
people. Did you see that there was apparently a pep rally in St. Louis? There was like 3,000 people that showed up to a pep rally for them
Yeah, that's
the other day.
I mean, it just
They
there's too many things to do in LA.
They were like, and everyone's like, well, I guess it's good to know the Rams are going to be moving again soon.
No, yeah, obviously not.
Anyway,
Right, the Chargers need someone to pay for the stadium.
right, exactly.
So, with that being said, enjoy the Super Bowl. Don't be stupid. The Islanders are on the West Coast, so you're going to be up late every night anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Responsible gambling. Just because
Yeah.
New York has legal gambling now, doesn't mean you have to bet everything. It's hard not to do though. By the way,
It really has been.
I've been good. I haven't bet anything since.
I took a
championship
couple
game.
today, but that was about it.
last night I went
Hockey.
0 for 2.
Yeah,
I
took some
mushed
hockey stuff today.
I mushed Auburn Tigers last night.
great.
In that
All right,
boost.
boys.
I've only
You
been
know-
doing boosts though. And I've been
Right.
doing ever since the
Jeez.
Packer debacle. I've been doing like $5 and $10 bets.
Ever since the Packers.
I had
What are we doing for Sunday? We haven't figured this out.
We'll discuss it.
We
Are we
already
gonna do-
talked. I think we should just forego it because we all picked the Rams.
So forget that. You want to do 2? You want to do it?
We'll do
So-
a prop like a some
So
kind of lock.
there is on FanDuel. I saw today. It's a 3-leg, no harm, no foul parlay. $10. You win $10. You get $10 back no matter what.
Well, that's not a bet then.
How about this? We make our own parlay.
3
Not-
legs. You want
Not
to do
the
3 legs?
not the auto generated one. We'll make our own parlay.
Okay, and we're gonna do 3 legs on each for both.
Okay.
All of them.
Sure, 3 legs. Fine.
3
Fine.
legs, $10. Boom.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
All right,
Obviously,
boys.
we're all picking the Rams, so there's no point of doing.
So there's no point in doing that one.
right.
Alrighty. So we will post that Sunday at some point. Gentlemen, enjoy your Super Bowl weekend, and we will discuss this all again. Maybe next week we'll actually recap the whole game and not talk about
Hopefully-
it.
Hopefully, Donnie's on.
Donnie probably is listening to in the background somewhere.
Yeah,
Vincent better be
celebrating.
thinking. Vincent better be taking with a knife in his hand, holding it
told
at the table.
It's for you, Donnie. Shout out.
So when they lose, it's all Vin's fault. Just remember, Donnie, it's all Vin's fault.
All right. Have a good
See you guys next week.
week.